you're well and fine. My name is Dar, and allow me to share my Goodnight talk with you. So, as we may have known, our world has been suffering from a tragic and devastating global pandemic affecting everyone from the poorest of the poor to those who have been blessed with fortunes. And with all the negative things happening right now in the world, it is a question on how are we able to use it as a source of lesson, experience, and learning. So allow me to highlight 3 key points in my Goodnight talk. First would be faith. So personally, I was able to utilize the time to nourish my faith in God by saying the rosary with my family, by reading the Bible, and internalizing the things that I was able to accomplish and the things that I failed to do that may have affected my growth, my spiritual growth. So it's a good thing if we can it would be a good thing if we can utilize your free time to talk to Jesus, to share your doubt with him, to tell him about your stress and anxiety, especially on this ongoing pandemic, and it would really help you nourish your relationship with him. And for me, I wasn't able to do that more often before because of work and because of personal endeavors, and it's a great realization that I should have been more I should have put more effort to do that before and not wait for the pandemic to do this for me. So it would be a stepping stone in the future to communicate with God more, with or without the pandemic, and that to nourish my spiritual growth more every day. The next key point would be communication. This pandemic may have been very negative to me at some point, especially during the start of the quarantine period. Stress and anxiety has been a source of this pandemic has been a great source of stress and anxiety for me. So what I did was I redirected myself to a more optimistic view by allowing myself to communicate more with my family, something that we weren't able to do more often also before the pandemic because of our personal endeavors and work, and a lot of things have been going on individually for us. So meeting in between or agreeing on a mutual time was difficult for us before, and I'm really thankful right now because we are able to share our food in the table and talk about what is going on, checking up on each other and making sure that we are available to listen to anyone who needs help or anyone who needs someone to talk to. So it's also a good time for us to communicate with our families, ask them about how they feel, were they thinking, if something is bothering them, making sure that you're available for them, and that reassuring them that you will always be there for them to listen and to understand them. And the last key point would be goals. So aside from nourishing my faith in God and communicating with my family more often, I was also able to establish more goals for myself and for my family during the pandemic. I was able to utilize the time to take note of the things that I want to achieve in the next 5 years, goals that are attainable, goals that are really thought of, and not just because they were created out of boredom. So it's really a good opportunity also for everyone to create the goals that they want to achieve in the next couple of years, especially because we have been hit with a pandemic. It would be a great lesson for us to really focus on things that would prevent us from that would prevent us from suffering financially, health-wise, and other things in the future, because this is something that we're able to learn from this pandemic. So yeah, that's it. There are a lot of things that can be learned from this pandemic. Aside from all the negativity it has brought us, I think looking at the bright side, it has also given us a great source of learning, a great source of explorations and experience with ourselves, with our family, with friends and loved ones, and that it would be a great start. It would be a great beginning to start with in once this pandemic has ended, because you were able to get to know yourself more, your family, and with the help of God, you'll be able to attain more things in your life during this pandemic and after this pandemic. So I hope you're all safe, and that I hope you continue to pray for those who have been affected by this pandemic, and that we also continue to pray for those who are affected by the other diseases, sickness, drought, scarcity in life, and that they will be provided with God's blessings, and we may be able to use this time to really reflect on the things that we have not been able to reflect before. So thank you so much, guys, for listening, and I hope you stay healthy, you stay guided, and that you will be using your time to really pray to God. Thank you so much, and have a good day.